In this video, I'm going to take you through 3 ways that I've been using my iPad Pro and how you could use it to get more done in less time at university. Ultimately, using it as a tool to help pass your exams. If you're new here, I'm Jack and I'm trained to be a doctor in the UK. I make weekly videos about student learning and creativity, and I would love to have you along on the journey. So on that note, let's get started.
We call it Sidecar. Now, you can use your iPad as a second display for your Mac.
When I first saw the idea of Sidecar, I thought, that is so cool. I can use my iPad as a second display. Surely there's so many uses for it. But then, I actually didn't really use it. So pre-pandemic, not very useful, but it turns out it's perfect for online lectures. I'll place the lecture on the iPad screen, my lecture slides on one half of my laptop, and then Notion on the other. This way I can keep up with where the lecture is up to, but then when I want to steal a diagram from the slides, I don't get a pixelated 480p diagram from the Zoom stream. And I hate pixelated images. It's just the most frustrating thing in the world. My first 3 years of university were a mess of folders, dividers, and rogue pieces of paper just appearing from everywhere. It wasn't ideal. I started introducing the iPad last year, but it was frustrating because I had to scan in the worksheets and it just took ages. Now with everything being online in 2021, I don't need to do that at all. I can just download everything from online and the process is just sped up. Now instead of a giant folder, I'll just take around the iPad and it's got every worksheet that I'll need and it's all organized perfectly, with less waste and less mess in my life. You know what does very well on YouTube? People making fancy iPad Pro notes that have taken them days, or more realistically weeks to draw. But yeah, I really do not do that. When I revise, I just vomit everything that I know down onto the page. Once I've got that down, I'll rearrange it and go through my notes and fill in the gaps that I've missed. That way I know which bits I've forgotten. I've already organised my notes in Notion, so I don't need more fancy diagrams that'll take me hours. It needs to be rough, and it should take me no longer than 10 minutes to get everything down on the page. The main way that I've learned to smash exams is to do all of the exam papers over and over again until you know all of the high yield questions like the back of your hand. The iPad comes in clutch for this. It allows you to redo exam papers multiple times. You don't have to reprint the paper and try it again. You just select everything, delete it, and go again. It's important to say that I've been using the iPad Pro to complement my laptop. It hasn't replaced it. There are loads of videos comparing the two, so just go and watch those. Or if you want my opinion, just buy a laptop if you've got the choice between the two. However, is it worth the money? I think so. I use it every day for lectures, revision, and I haven't touched on the ways I use it for my creative workflow. So I think it's worth it personally, but obviously it's your choice. If you haven't seen my Notion video, I take you through 3 note-taking principles that I love and how I use Notion to implement them. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe, drop a like, comment down below which of these tools you think would be most useful to you. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next week.